Hello guys, welcome back to the Virgo Book Cult channel. Hi, my name is Evelyn. I am an Indian booktuber and I welcome you aboard in the journey of new adventures in fictional land and some in real world experiences that I try to indulge myself in every month. A new activity, a new thing to try. I don't know what sticks by. I'm just a girl who likes fictional man, dragons, and everything in this world that does not exist in real world. So, if you are like me, then do subscribe and join in on my journey. Let's start February. February, a mixed feeling month for me. It started with a nice awesome book, I would say, for the February month. Like I told you about my TBR of February, you have to just wait till the end to check out how many books I checked out of my TBR. If you have not seen that video, I will link it in the description. Go first watch it, then come back and see this video. I'm waiting. Oh, you are back. How was that video? Do tell me, okay? So let's start with the first book that I read in February was Love, redesigned by Lauren Asher. This was literally 4.75 stars I have given. I might give 5 star, you can say, and I loved the story. Apparently, I didn't bought the whole series. I was like, let's start with one, and this one, awesome, I would say. It was romantic, it was rivalry into lovers, childhood rivalry to be specific. It gave me the vibe of some type of vibe of The Summer I Turned Pretty, because it is like best friends, mother, and their children. Started with rivalry, and then they were like, boom, we are in love. But there is a gap in the years, second characters, and this story. Chef kiss. I would just like to say it was chef kiss because Julian was madly in love with Dahlia, but miscommunication, main major setback in a relationship is miscommunication. And you will see in this book how miscommunication can lead to various different activities. If you would tell me to convince you to read this book, I would just tell you one incident. She was wearing an engagement ring when she came home. So he bought that engagement ring from her in triple price than the engagement ring, and he didn't sell it to the jeweler. He threw that engagement ring of Dahlia in a cement roller. Can you imagine the kind of intensity I'm asking? So now you are reading this book. Definitely a romantasy book that screams February month, Valentine months and all. February was very special month also because of the constellation and star arrangement. So there was a special type of, you can say, full moon in February, and on that day I did some fun activities. Now you will watch the videos. I just attached the videos. I made a pretty moon for my room, and the moon was magical. The experience was magical, I would say. It was wow experience. Now that moon is a masterpiece in my room, and this is the masterpiece I was talking about, and it looks wow. I made it. It is a one more creation to my work of February. For March, you have to wait for the March videos to know what I did in this month. Next book that I read was Does It Hurt by H.D. Carton. Let me first tell you what this book was about. It is a story between Enzo Vitalio and a girl that does not identify as anyone because she is lost in the world and she does not know her character, her presence, or what she needs to call her, because she tries to rope people and use their identity and then skips to the next one. And whereas Enzo is a like shark enthusiast. He has a science lab in the middle of ocean regarding sharks and all. Met again and how they get stuck in an island with a only lighthouse available and one very skeptical man living there on vast island, alone in the vast island, and it was a dangerous island. Now, regarding my thoughts on this book, I would say this book was 2.7 stars for me because it really hurt me to read this full book. I don't know what happened. It was like not catching up to me. Can't say anything more about this book. Would I reread it? Definitely no. No. That's my only answer I can give you at present. Sorry. Next book. I listened to the audiobook like I suggested in my DBR. It was You Have Reached Sam by Dustin Thau. I listened it on the Spotify. It was the audiobook I choose for this month, and it was not bad, but I have a mixed feeling for that book. It is a book about a girl, Julie, and Sam. Apparently, Sam and Julie were in relationship, but Sam got into some kind of tragic incident that you have to read, you have to know. I'm not giving you any spoilers in this video. Chapters would be like, what's happening in this story, but you will catch along. It is good story, like Sam is dead, there is cherry blossoms like in Japan. There are some cute moments of Julie and Sam, and it is basically about grief, how a person tolerate griefs, how a person can manage grief after the person is gone. Because one day she just randomly called Sam and he picked the phone and they were talking like Sam is still alive, but he was not. The only type of drawback I would say of this book was that it was only one POV. Only Julie's POV was there, not Sam's. I would really like a book where Sam POV is also given to us so that we can conclude the story, because it was like they said what they said and there were cute moments, there were past flashbacks and everything, but there was nothing Sam's point of view, Sam's mind, what he was thinking, what he was doing that while he was on phone with her. Was nice, interesting plot, but I would say it was not deeply connected. It was like sad book, I would say. It was a sad book, and because it was handling grief, how different people overcome grief. Every person to accumulate and fight their griefs is a different method. So that was good precision. But just one thing that I said was that it should be a dual POV or third POV. It 3.5 stars. Next book I read was The Fourth Wing. As I told you, it is a reread of the books I've already read, but it felt like I was reading this book for the first time. And obviously, if I'm rereading the book, it's a 5-star for me, especially this part. This part, Violet and Zayden Ryerson, the yearning, the enemies to lover, the dual POV, their mindsets, Tyrion and Andrana, Sigil, how can I miss Sigil? The dragons, the writing, everything was top notch. I would like to say everything was top notch. 5-star without any doubt. Rebecca Yarros, love your writing. Guess which book I read after Fourth Wing? Iron Flame. Obviously, how can I miss the Iron Flame? After what happens in this, you would be like, now what? This book was not 5 on 5, I would say. The Fourth Wing was 5-star, but I would rate this 4-star. Comparative to the Fourth Wing, it was little less passion in a different sort of way. But the ending made me sad. And I bought my Onyx Tom. So you definitely know one of the books on my March TBR. For the rest of it, wait for the next video. But this book, 4.75, and I would definitely tell you to read this. About Andrana. Everything was surprising. Someone is alive, someone is dead, and I'm promising you, if you like this one, you are not stopping until you see the end. And I'm not stopping after this. I have ordered my Onyx Tom and it has arrived on my doorstep. I'm excited. The third book, Onyx Tom. I have not read it yet. I am on it. But for this review, you have to wait for the March recap. That's all for today's video. These were the books I read. And do tell in the comment section which books would you like to get into your TBR, or you are just buying it instantly after listening to my reviews. Bye, toodles. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, the Virgo Book Girl channel, and the Evelyn Core.